acknowledging the indigenous folks that were here first and whom we all joined together in 1851 and made this the special place to be and to live and to celebrate life that it is. So welcome all of you. We had hoped to have David Berge here today. He's the tribal historian for the Duwamish tribe. And to give an acknowledgement of the indigenous land that we stand upon. So he'll be here tomorrow, and he's been such a help to us all the way through in terms of bringing the indigenous perspective on this park and this area to these amazing students who have produced this grand dream that we all get to share in. I look forward to hear your comments and things. But I'd like to read to you what's in the first paragraph of our most recent edition of Eagle Eye over Alki, Eagle Eye on Alki, our newsletter. The Schmitz Park Creek Restore project is working actively to both acknowledge and honor the history of Seattle's indigenous people and the history that surrounds and embraces the ancient forest and the lands that comprise and surround Schmitz Reserve Park. These lands were occupied, stewarded, and protected for centuries by the indigenous people of this area. This stewardship and occupation were in place long before the lands were set aside as a park and nature reserve. This project seeks to restore, protect, and celebrate this unique remnant of the ancient natural landscape as it was before it was enveloped and occupied by Seattle's urban development. Schmitz Park Creek Restore is being aided in this work by the input and goodwill of Seattle's Duwamish tribe, the Muckleshoot tribe, and other tribes in the area. We're glad to be here. I'd like to call for a moment. We have begun a very interesting dialogue with the Muckleshoot tribe about this area in agreement with the Duwamish tribe. And unfortunately, their brilliant young tribal member, John Bailey, passed away this fall. And had that not happened, I know that he is with us here in spirit, and we honor and welcome his spirit and that tribe to what we're doing here. We also have with us today, so in 1908, something really wonderful happened. Seattle was booming in the wake of the gold rush and all the building and growth that came after the Great Seattle Fire, and the Schmitz family came to town, Emma and Ferdinand. And with us today are two of their granddaughters who grew up in West Seattle and near here, Nancy Schmitz Wilson and Patsy Schmitz Carpenter. Ladies, thank you so much for being here. And with them, we also have Gail and Ken Fulton and Chris Brown, who are also members of the Schmitz family, and welcome them. Karen, forgive me. Thank you. Let's get it right. Vicki Schmitz sends her regards. Vicki Schmitz Block, she's been a fire plug with us from the get-go. Clay Eels said, you need to talk to Vicki Schmitz. She's a good egg, and she has proven to be, and she's given us great help and encouragement as we go along here. Also with us today, I haven't seen him yet. Bruce, are you here? No, he's going to come tomorrow. Bruce Stotler intends to come and visit the exhibit. Bruce Stotler has been an inspiration too. Bruce and his wife both work for the city of Seattle. They have lived for years in a house that's right on the southeastern edge of the park. And Bruce has worked with parks so that the land and the house that he has occupied will become part of the park. So 53 acres will become almost 54 acres sometime in the future, but stay with us for a long time, Bruce. And I honor him and appreciate him. Also wanted to call out Art Wolf, Cheryl Eastberg, and Phil Renfrew, and I know Phil is here. Phil and Cheryl both work for Seattle Parks over some of Phil's famous crab cakes in the arroyos. We sat one night and said, you know what, we think we can really do this, get people together, get a community of diverse and joyful people together that love West Seattle and love this park, and do something to protect the park, restore it, and to reconnect that creek to the water. We have Patrick Robinson with us here from West Side Seattle. We have Tracy Sand here with the West Seattle blog. Thank you all for being here to tell the story. Do you have anyone else from the press here today? Lovely. Then I'll move on. Teresa Mosqueda, are you here? I haven't seen you yet. No? Teresa? Sorry? I still didn't hear that.